We good production?
Yes, sir. We are rolling.
All right, we're rolling. And welcome to the first episode of ThreeBall Math Guys. This is a project that's kind of been in the works for the better part of a year and a half, maybe up to 2 years. And basically, the premise behind all of this is to essentially try to get the fun back into math and not necessarily be an instruction of mathematics, which is kind of boring. We all know that. But I'm Professor Rob, and been a math professor for nearly 32 years. So that's kind of is my story, and we'll talk a little bit about this again after we have heard from our other two bald math guys. Yeah, so that's the introduction that we have for this. It's pretty cool. Again, this is just kind of a whole brainchild of thinking of sitting on a bus, having a little time to think to myself, and I brought it to these two clowns, one to my left, one to my right. That's why I call them clowns. If I can't think of somebody's name, that's what I'll call them as a clown. But yeah, that's what we are. I don't have any other name to call them. But I'll just call them clowns or Hanjakers or something like that. But yeah, I brought it to them probably the fall, maybe early fall of 2025. And now it's gotten to this point where we just wanted to have a little fun with this. And I guess if anything that we get out of this, or you who are watching this get anything out of this, that you know that you can make math fun. So there we go. So let the other ones introduce themselves and give a little perspective about this whole endeavor likewise.
Hey, everybody. I'm Professor Jordan. Been a college professor for 5.5 years now. Before that, I was teaching high school, junior high and high school math, and Professor Rob brought this idea to us, a year and a half ago. You've always had some fun ideas regarding some content related to math, and so we've always giggled about it, and it was something new to try to kind of make it fun instead of being so stuffy. We wanted to have fun. We wanted to laugh. And since we're all math guys, we figured we could encapsulate that around some math.
Well, that's a big word.
That is a big word.
Wow. I'm Professor Detson. I've been teaching college students for about 15 years total. And we always like to have those conversations around our areas, our office areas, not always related to math. So that's kind of how this came about. We had a lot of good jokes with one another and good communication. So we thought we can bring it to the audience, you folks that are watching us. A little bit of humor, not just trying to teach math, but we could also see math in all aspects of what we do and have fun with it as well.
Yeah, if you're wondering about our little costumes that we have here, it's pretty formal, and we like to be formal. We like to have a good time, all that good stuff, and that's why not? Why not have a tuxedo long sleeve T-shirt? We had our tuxedo T-shirts in the past, and some of this stuff kind of came about from COVID, I think is what it is, or around COVID time, and during I'm trying to remember if it was April Fool's or if it was Halloween.
We did for April Fool's.
Yeah, we did for April Fool's, and we had some other people within the department and the area that we said, hey, let's do this. We have some bald guys and not bald guys, and we had we had a lady teaching within our department. So us bald guys, we got some wigs, and so we saw some of those wigs, or we'll see some of those wigs, and then for the person who had hair within our department, we got them a bald cap. So they were bald to get a feeling for what it's like to be bald. It's pretty awesome. And then the gal that we had in the department basically got them some long green hair to kind of to be a little fun on April Fool's Day. So that was kind of how that came about as far as where it started. But then I think it was the next year, or maybe 2 years after that, we went to the tuxedo T-shirts, and so that was kind of a fun little deal as far as just putting that. I think we even have a picture taken of the entire department with our tuxedo T-shirts, and thus here we go. We've got this one. It's stylish. It says, "Hey, we're ready to party," and all that good stuff.
Ready to have fun.
Ready to have fun. Yeah, let's put it that way. Ready to have fun, because we've got the whiteboards back behind here and all that good stuff. And so I brought it to these guys, and they said, "Yeah, let's do it." And I don't know what were your thoughts when I brought that to you back then?
Well, for me, I thought we were gonna be sitting in your garage, just talking, recording ourselves with audio. I didn't anticipate coming and having all this great equipment and being so formal. I mean, as far as the media goes, all formal.
They're
But,
formal here, yeah. Ooh, formal.
so I thought it'd be good fun to have some conversations, maybe, get some cold ones and things like that.
I'll talk to the production crew about that.
Honestly, I just kind of envisioned us. We like to giggle about bad dad jokes and puns, and so that's kind of what I kind of envisioned us doing, is making each other laugh, telling bad jokes, and that's. I said, yeah, I'm all for spending an afternoon with my friends and laughing and having a good time.
Oh, heck yeah. So some of the things that we're going to talk about, we'll have different games that we'll do. Like we'll have a Jeopardy episode. We'll have Math on the Street. We'll have that episode. I think that sounds kind of fun. Not everybody really has an affinity towards mathematics as we do. And so that'll be interesting to see what kind of responses we get with regard to the prompts or the questions that we ask when we go out and talk to people. We'll bring in some guests. Oh, that'll be kind of fun, nice, kind of fun. We'll also have some other things where we get to use these little things. So, oops, there we go. So it's the left-handed. So yes and no. So we got our little things here. Yes, no, all that good stuff. So we'll be able to use these little things here. So yes and no. And then we got these other guys that are, if you take a look at it, for those of you who are math people, you can see the tangent lines. So this is a tangent line. So in math, we have the license to go off on tangents. Of course, you know what a tangent is. A tangent is something that's away from the topic that you're discussing at the moment. And so if we happen to show this, hey, we're going on a tangent, okay, and then we just kind of put this little thing up there. So that's kind of a fun thing. And we'll have all these different little types of segments to do and just have some fun. Some fun. Why not have some fun with this? So again, thank you for watching this episode and these episodes of ThreeBall Math Guys. If you have any comments for us, please be sure that you reach out to us, and we'd be more than happy to consider what it is that you might have to provide or offer to our podcast. And again, you can certainly contact us. You can follow us on YouTube and X and all those other social media platforms that are out there. And we just look forward to having a lot of fun with this. And again, thank you for being part of this with us. Again, ThreeBall Math Guys, ThreeBallMathGuys.com.